today's class about database management system architecture. So we have to learn in the basics of the DBMS. In this we will see about the database management system architecture. Database management system architecture will help to understand the components of the database system and the relation among them. That means, so we have to understood all the components we are using in the database system. So that is the database management system architecture. The architecture of DBMS depends on the computer system, so which it runs. For example, the client server database management system architecture, the database systems at server machine that can several requests made by client machine. So we will understand this communication with the help of diagrams. Here the three types of architectures, DBMS architectures. One is single tier architecture, two tier architecture, three tier architecture. Single tier architecture. So in this type of architecture, the database is really available on the client machine. So that means all the clients will be connected to one server. So all the clients will be run through the server. So database management system software will be passed from server to all the clients. Any request mode by client does not require on network connection to perform the action on the database. So for example, let us say you want to fetch the records of employee from the database and the database is available on your computer system. So that request to fetch employee details will be done by our computer and the records will be fetched from the database by your computer as well as. This type of system is generally referred to as local database system. So this means you have to fetch the records of employee from your database. So that means you can create the database table for employee and also you want to enter the records into the employee database. Then you want to fetch the records from that database. So the database is available on your computer system so that the request to fetch employee details will be done by your computer and the records will be fetched from the database. So by the computer as well as. And that means, so you are having all the records in the database, then you want to fetch the records from that employee database file. So this type of system is generally referred as database management system. This is the single tier architecture. So clients will be connected to the single server. All the clients will be connected to the single server. So these clients are server based. So we have to enter the employee details in the client. Then you want to fetch the records from the employee file. It is possible through this database management system software. Then next, two tier architecture. In two tier architecture, the database system is present at the server machine and DBMS application is present at the client machine. So the next, these database machines are connected with each other through a reliable network as shown in the diagram. Here the diagram is available. So database system is there. So the database system will be connected through the database application to the user. So that means database system is database management system. That means software is available in the server machine and DBMS application is present in the client machine. So that server will be passed the database management system software to the client. So the next, so the client will be open this application. So then next he want to be type the records into that concerned application. These two machines are connected through reliable network. So here the diagram is there. So whenever client machine makes a request to access the database present at the server using a query language like SQL, the server performs the request on the database and return the result back to the client. The application connection interface such as JDBC, ODBC are the interaction between the server and client. Here, so we are having the database management system software in the server. So the server will be passed this software to the client. So that means each and every client is having that DBMS application. So the client will be manage the database through this DBMS application. So he will be perform all the requests. So using the SQL language. SQL language is the DBMS. This is the one of the software to maintain the databases. So the application connection interface through the JDBC or ODBC servers. So interaction between the server and client running through the JDBC and ODBC server softwares. The next 3-tier architecture. In 3-tier architecture, another layer is present between the client machine and server machine. Through in between client and server, another layer is available in the 3-tier architecture. So that is in between the client and server machine, another layer is available in the 3-tier architecture. Here is a diagram. Database system is there. Server DBMS application is there. The next client server DBMS application. The next, the front one is the database user. So in between, through the network connection, server and client will be manage the database system. So here in this structure, the client application does not communicate directly with the database systems present at the server machine. In this architecture, client cannot be communicate directly with the database system. So rather than the client application communicates with server application and the server application internally communicates with the database system present at the user. Server will be managed by the database management system. Server will be managed by the database management system. So the server will be passed the database management system to the client application. So the next the client will be run under through the database management system. So the client cannot communicate directly with the database systems present in this server machine. Here client means user cannot communicate directly with the database system at the server machine. So client application will communicate server application and server application internally communicates the database management system. Server will be internally communicates the DBMS software. The next client will be communicates through the server application. This is the 3-tier architecture. The next, so DBMS 3-level architecture, 3 levels, so abstraction of the DBMS. In previous, so we have to discussing about DBMS architecture, 1-tier, 2-tier, 3-tier. Here 3 levels of architecture diagram is there. So one is the external level, conceptual level, and another one is the internal level. So here the low level is the internal level. External level is also called the view level. What are the who are using the database management system is at view level. The reason of this level called view level, this because several users can view their desired data from the level which is internally fetched from the database with the help of conceptual and internal level of mapping. So with the help of low level or internal level through the conceptual level, so the external level will be help to the users. The user does not need to know the database schema details such as data structure, table definition. User is only concerned about data which is what returned back to the view level. So this is fetched from the database. Here external level is the top level of the DBMS architecture. Who are using the database management system? Here those are the view level. Concept means what are the logical concepts we are using to develop the database structure. So that is in the conceptual level. Physical level is the lowest level of the database. What is the name of the database? So what are the columns or attributes we need to use? So what are the types of attributes here present in the internal level? Physical structure of the database is the internal level. So the next conceptual level is the logical level. So whole design of the database, this is the blueprint of the database, such as relationship among the data. So that is the schema. Schema means structure of the database. So that described in this level. Database constraints and security are also implemented in this level. This level maintained by the database administrator. Database administrator is the responsible person of entire database. So that is conceptual level is maintained by the database administrator. So entire logical structure of the database is in the conceptual level. The next last level is the internal level. This level is also known as the physical level. This level describes how the data is actually stored in the storage devices. This level is also responsible for allocating the space in the data. So how much memory will be allotted to that database, that will be decided in the physical level of the data. So here how the data will be actually stored. So what is the name of the database? What are the attributes do we have in this database? What are the key constraints, primary key, foreign key, etc. like that. So what is the key constraint can be used to define the database. Then next you can uniquely decided the data in the database. We have to use the key constraint. So that is the primary key constraint. That is unique data will be identified in the database through this primary key constraint. These all things will be defined in the physical level of the database. This is the lowest level of this architecture. View of the database, view of the DBMS. So abstraction is one of the main feature of the database system, hiding interrelevant details from the user and providing abstract view of the database to the users that will helps to easy and efficient user. So the next database interaction. In this previous tutorial we have to discussing about the DBMS architecture, 3-tier architectures and also levels of the abstraction. The next top level of this architecture is the view level. The view level provides the view of the data. So what are the users will be available in the concerned database. So and hides the interrelevant details such as data relationship. So the next, what are the data associations, data relation associations. The next, what are the users are available in this level. The next, database schema constraints, security constraints will be available in this user level. To fully understand the view of the data, you must have a basic knowledge of the data abstraction and instance of the schema. Refer this in the details. The next, data abstraction in the DBMS. Database abstraction is in the DBMS is made up of complex in the data structure. So, to ease the user interaction with the database, the developers hide internal interrelevant details from the users. This process of hiding interrelevant details from the user is called data abstraction. So what is the process? The process of hiding interrelevant details from the user is called the data abstraction. Interrelevant details of the data is hiding. So this is called the database abstraction. Here 3 levels of abstraction. So again coming into the physical level, logical level. Then next, this is the lowest level of the database abstraction. It describes how data actually stored in the database. You can get the complex data structure details at this level. So how would you construct the database here? Physical structure of the database. So physical structure of the database means database name and database attributes. The next, key constraints. So key and also type of the keys. So the next, type of the attributes, width of the attributes. So whole characteristics of the attributes will be decided in the physical level of the database. Logical level, this is the middle level of the 3-level abstraction. Architecture, it describes what the data is stored in the database. In the previous thing, how data is actually stored. In the logical level, what data you needed. This is the blueprint of your database. View level, highest level of abstraction. This level of abstraction will be describes the user interaction with the database system. So how to interact the user with the database, that is decided in the view level. So for example, university database is available. In the university database, so what are the users are decided in the university database. So users are employees working in the university. Then next, students are taken the admissions in the university. So these people will be engaged in the view level. For example, let us say we are storing customer information in the customer table. At physical level, 3 records. These records can be described as blocks of storage. So these are stored in the bytes or gigabytes, terabytes, etc. like that in the memory. These details are often hidden from the programmers. So these are hide from the programmers. So physical level means so how data will be stored in the memory. Logical level, these records can be described at fields and attributes along with the data types. So these relationship among each other can be logically enrollmented. The programmers generally work at the level because these are aware such things about database systems. Logical level can be describes the what are the fields. So what are the names of the fields? So what are the data types of the fields? So the next, what are the relation between the fields? So the next, what is the width of the field? These all are decided and so given the blueprint of these attributes. The next, view level, just interact with the system, that will be help of graphical user interface and enter the details on the screen. Then next, they are not aware how the data is stored and what data is stored, and details are hidden from them. So here view level of this database, how data is stored, what data will be stored, that will be hidden here. So what are the users will be there. So the database will be used by whom. So that will be identified in this view level. So thank you students.